Thanks for tuning in to St. George News at 8. I'm Sarah Blakely. Scott has tonight off. 2 Utah teens were flown to the hospital Thursday after a single vehicle rollover that threw one teen from the truck. The second teen suffered multiple fractures. It happened just after 6 p.m. about 18 miles southeast of St. George on the Mount Trumbull Loop in Arizona. When police arrived, the truck was upside down on its roof. The 17-year-old driver told police he was driving about 60 miles per hour and failed to negotiate a curve in the road. The driver was wearing a seatbelt. However, his 17-year-old passenger was not and was ejected about 29 feet and severely injured. The driver had spinal and pelvic fractures. Police say the crash is under investigation, but alcohol does not appear to be a factor. A Santa Clara man under investigation for burglary was arrested Thursday morning during a traffic stop and faces 16 charges, including 6 felonies. The burglary investigation led detectives to Bodie David Bona. Officers obtained a search warrant and stopped him for suspected impaired driving. After 2 sobriety checks from drug experts and a blood test, officers found what they believed to be meth and heroin in his car. Bona was arrested and authorities searched his home and found evidence tied to the burglary. Bona faces 1 count for possession with intent to distribute, 3 counts of theft, and 2 counts of burglary, among other charges. Firefighters put out 2 brush fires on the St. George, Washington city border Thursday night that they've deemed suspicious. Around 10:30, the Washington City Fire Department was called to a fire in a field near the Home Depot. And around 10:45, another brush fire was reported in a field behind Sportsman's Warehouse. Fire crews say there's no electrical components or anything of the sort in those areas, and that it looked like someone set the fires while passing through the area. They also say it's not the first time fires had been lit there. So far, there's no further information, but the fires remain under investigation. A high-speed chase Wednesday night on Interstate 15 was apparently caught on camera. Shortly after 8 p.m., Arizona Highway Patrol troopers stopped Christian Lewis Thomas of Las Vegas for reaching speeds up to 108 miles an hour. While Thomas was stopped in the median, police asked him to get out of the car, and he refused, and then led police on a chase through the Virgin River Gorge going 125 miles an hour. Police terminated the pursuit at the Utah state line, but Thomas continued on at high speeds. Thomas hit spike strips as he approached exit 10, coming to a stop, and when police arrested him, they discovered a passenger in the vehicle was recording the whole thing and was, as they say, not a willing participant, asking Thomas to stop and pull over. Thomas faces multiple charges, including reckless endangerment. The passenger will not be facing any charges. President Trump is in Italy for the G7 summit, a meeting with some of the world's most powerful leaders. It's the last leg of his first foreign trip, but his presence on the world stage has made some headlines. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has more from Washington.
President Trump is rounding out his first overseas trip with this stop in Italy. This is the president's first G7 summit, all agreeing to do more in order to fight terrorism.
This week, the United Kingdom suffered one of the worst terrorist attacks in our history. It is at moments such as this that we are reminded of the fundamental importance of this unique group of nations.
The president on the world stage basking in high praise early on this trip. But then these headline-grabbing moments got some attention. The president appearing to push aside the prime minister of Montenegro. And then he told NATO leaders to pay up to the military alliance.
NATO members must finally contribute their fair share.
But back in Washington, Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner is in the spotlight. He's not a target in the FBI's investigation into Russia's interference in last year's presidential election, but agents do want to ask him a few questions about his interactions with Russian officials during the campaign and transition. There's something else the FBI is looking into, an attempted overseas cyber attack against the Trump Organization. ABC News has learned the FBI contacted Trump's sons, John Jr. and Eric, for an emergency meeting in New York with the Bureau's cybersecurity agents and representatives of the CIA. That meeting held the day before Trump fired FBI Director James Comey.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your Southern Utah forecast after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, where banking is a simple pleasure.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to you. Getting ready for the holiday weekend, a 3-day weekend for a lot of people as those enjoy those nice warm temperatures here across southern Utah. Temperatures are going to get even warmer as we head into the weekend. Here's a look at our St. George forecast for the weekend. Lots of sunshine, 87 on Saturday, 90 by Sunday, and 92 degrees by Memorial Day itself on Monday. Still seeing lots of sunshine in the forecast. Going to take a look at some of the other areas that you may be traveling to. You know, there's a big holiday to head out maybe to the lake or often into parts of northern Utah as well, where you could see a lot of activities going on. So here's a look outside again around Moab. You'll see again lots of sunshine expected. 77 for Saturday, into the low 80s by Sunday, and Monday seeing temperatures about 84 degrees as well. Maybe we're heading up to Salt Lake and going to enjoy some nice boating up there. Temperatures a little bit on the cooler side, but still very nice for this time of year with pleasant weather around. We'll see temperatures near 71 on Saturday, 77 by Sunday, and Memorial Day itself 82 degrees. And Lake Powell, I've already seen a few boaters out there. This picture I took here late this afternoon off of a website and off a webcam actually does show a few of the boats already out enjoying Lake Powell at Bullfrog anyway. And again, temperatures very nice in the low to mid 80s as we head into the holiday weekend. Here's a look at our high temperatures from today. Yeah, upper 80s in most areas, but still seeing those warm temperatures to our south. 91 degrees Mesquite, 90 degrees Las Vegas, 85 Hurricane, 76 degrees a high temperature today, Cedar City. We saw a high here in St. George at 86 late this afternoon. Now for tonight, we'll fall back to near 40 in Cedar City, mainly clear skies out there. The rest of us will see upper 50s to low 60s by tomorrow morning, again with those clear skies and east-southeast winds continuing at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now for your Saturday, again, you'll see Cedar City seeing temperatures in the low 70s, 73 degrees by the afternoon, partly to mostly sunny skies, north-northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For St. George, southern Utah on our Saturday up to the upper 80s once again, much like we saw today. Go for a high of 87 by the afternoon. Again, enjoying nice warm weather here for the last full weekend of May. Here's a look at our surface map. Again, not much going on around our area. Do see a few shower chances on Saturday. Even Salt Lake City, though, not seeing much in the way of rainfall. We'll see those showers actually get over into parts of Colorado and Wyoming, also extending further up into Montana, too. Down here in our area, though, southern Utah, enjoying the warm temperatures, and that really warm and dry weather lasts not only for your Saturday, but right into the rest of the week, and really into the rest of the weekend and early next week, still seeing some pretty nice temperatures, actually warm temperatures here across our area. Well, let's take a look at our Cedar City forecast and actually seeing those hometowns to our north into the mid 70s in most areas, partly sunny skies, in the upper 80s, in the low 90s in southern Utah for our Saturday. 7-day forecast, Cedar City back to near 80 by Memorial Day, and then they'll stay in the low 80s by early next week. Lots of sunshine expected. Now for St. George and southern Utah, again back into the low 90s early next week. Could be seeing temperatures as warm as 95 by Tuesday of next week, and even by the time we get to the end of May, which is Wednesday, and the 1st of June on Thursday, still seeing those temperatures stay in the low to mid 90s. So definitely seeing some summer in our forecast here in the next several days, but enjoy the weekend.
But still looking to be a picture-perfect week.
Yeah.
Higher temperatures than we might be used to seeing at this moment.
Yeah, actually a little bit higher than average, but I think if you're going to have any outdoor activities like boating or any type of enjoyment like that, you're going to really enjoy it this weekend. Make sure you have that sunscreen.
Yes,
you're
sunscreen, a hat, all that good stuff.
You're going to need that for sure.
Thank you very much, Chris. Well, KCSG and Planet Fitness St. George are teaming up to give away a Black Card Gym membership. It's worth $400. To register to win, just head to the KCSG website or KCSG Facebook page. And each night on St. George News at 8, we'll give you a secret word that's good for an extra 30 entries. Tonight's secret word is memorial. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this. Check this out. A Virginia high school junior who attends classes with a service dog found himself side by side with his canine in his school's yearbook photos. AJ is diabetic, and Alpha helps keep his condition in check by alerting him when his blood sugar is low. The 4-year-old black lab has been by AJ's side since he was just 4 months old, and now Alpha is forever part of the school's history. Look at that. He's almost not even tall enough to make it into the picture. How
That's
cute.
a good thing. Keep them together like that's good, even in the yearbook.
Exactly. Well, from all of us here at St. George News at 8, thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend.